I'm at Mom's house. I can only take one go-gurt.
Oh, you ain't at your damn mama house. You at my house. You know what that mean, right?
My nigga. That means
That mean two. One for you, and tell your mama I said. Now fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Arizona Juggalos podcast with your host Taco Tetsujin and the Odd Fellas.
Hey everybody, it's the Arizona Juggalos podcast, number 3, slowly building up that library. I'm your host, Taco Tetsujin. With me always is the Odd Fellas, Dynasty and Spooky Z.
Yeah, what up, y'all?
And our guest host for this week is Joey Bags from Society of Invisibles.
What's good?
Yeah.
So Odd House, baby.
And we're all here, and something that I mean, don't get me wrong, this guy's nerdy in his own right, this guy's nerdy in his own right, but I'm the king in the house when it comes to nerds, so it's nice to have another guy who's a comic book enthusiast.
Yeah, I'm definitely a nerd on all fronts. I'll still fuck you up and kick your ass.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Don't
about.
get it twisted.
Test my nerdiness.
Exactly.
He beat the shit out of me 6 times before we even turned the camera on.
I told you all green M&Ms, and you came with all brown M&Ms.
It'll be alright.
Come on, bro.
Sorry, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we are filming at the house with the kids around and everything, so we're going to see how that goes. Dogs, kids, you're going to hear a bird in the background. It sounds like a velociraptor.
Now we can smoke.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can smoke. So I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing for the podcast. It might get really cloudy on the visuals, but that's okay, man. So what's going on with your crew, man?
Well, there's a lot going on with the crew right now. I mean, you got 12 individuals here in the state. You know, we're all working on different solo projects, working on different combination projects, group projects. Right now in the mix, pretty much this year we dropped Judgments, the Inevitable Consequences of, and Grim Moses did This Is Me rapping. We did videos for both, Everything Is Terrible, as well as Technicolor. Right now, we're finishing my album, Savage Oppress. Injured Cold has an album, the de-evolution of Injured Cold. We have another album that's getting ready to come out from Grim Moses, another album coming out from Judge, as well as putting together different collaborational efforts with different MCs out there, different producers.
So y'all are all over the place.
Oh yeah, we're getting back out there again.
That's good. It's good.
Quiet for a little while. Trying to make some noise.
Sometimes you gotta have your kickback time, rebuilding periods.
It's good to sometimes just, take a look back at your mistakes.
Sure.
As well as your successes, and figure out what didn't work, what did work, and just, take care of life.
Right.
Cats grow older, we have families, careers, jobs, whatever you got cracking.
Right.
Sometimes you got to focus on that for a little bit, but,
right.
Time seems right now, so we're trying to take advantage.
When you're younger,
a lot of artists.
Yeah, no, when you're younger, you have it
Definitely.
easy. When you're younger, you have it a little easier. But
You just don't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
I mean, at one point, there was like 12 of us in a one-bedroom apartment. I shit you not.
Right.
$600 a month rent. Almost nobody worked. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was like, but you were cool with living like that. Like,
That bathroom had to be filthy.
Oh, we wouldn't even go there. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was a bachelor pad. We partied it out. But when you have less going on, I guess, in certain areas.
Right.
You could put more time and energy to it. You're down for whatever. You start getting a little older. Kids come into play. Maybe you're married. Whatever you got going on outside of the music, the time you have to put towards it
Starts to matter more.
That give a fuck.
Definitely.
Are we talking about growing up?
Yeah, that give a fuck
I don't
gland
want to
gets
talk about
bigger.
growing up.
I'm saying, man.
That give a fuck gland gets bigger as you get older.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But I don't know, man. I still think, in a lot of ways, I'm still just as childish as I ever was.
Hey, you don't want to grow up completely. That's when you start dying, when you forget what you enjoyed to begin with,
Right.
Yeah. So I try to keep that in mind.
Leave it to the week that we have it where we can smoke, that I buy a vaporizer and try to quit fucking smoking. So now everybody's going to be smoking around me.
This is a test to your faith.
Yeah.
Bought it at the Arizona State Fair. So it's probably going to
That's
break.
right.
It's probably going to break in 3 days.
Yeah. If you got it for the state fair, more than likely.
No, it looks pretty. It's pretty. It's pretty legit, man.
Throw it on the ground to see
I
it.
looked it up. I'm not going to throw it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground.
Just one of those,
It's
test
pretty
the durability
clunky.
of it.
It looks like something, from some what's this stuff?
Looks like a sonic screwdriver.
Like a
Yeah,
That's
like
why
a
he carries
weapon.
it. That's why he carries
Yeah,
it. Because it
taser.
looks like a sonic screwdriver.
Right. It looks like
Partially,
steampunkish to me.
partially refurbished vibrator. Just putting it right in my mouth.
It works
not even,
sometimes.
Not even knowing where it came from.
Right.
Some old Asian lady is grinning, just thinking about the possibility that somebody in America is smoking off her vibrator.
Oh, wow.
We love you, little Asian lady. Thank you.
Thanks for that
You're like,
image.
actually, it's so funny.
Yeah.
Let's get into some news.
Dirty. Why does it always got to be so dirty at the beginning? We scare them away with this dirtiness.
I think
or,
just the
or
opposite.
some of them actually really just like, what's next?
Yeah, no, if we scare them,
They're waiting for me to pull my dick out.
Yeah, if we scare them away that easily, they're clearly not our demographic.
I guess. Last time we were talking about shockers and buttholes and
Yeah.
Wait, did they get to see that, or did we lose that?
oh, they got everything.
No, the shocker.
Are
Are we talking about the Deathchyld finger? We talking about two of the pick, one of the stick?
Oh yeah, so
Okay.
this man's on point. I guess. Look
Yeah. If you're easily offended, you probably should not be watching any of their podcasts. And definitely, you might not want to watch this one.
I
Really
think
grimy.
I think as we get more popular, we're probably going to get nuttier.
Oh, yeah.
Just by nature.
Of course.
Nutty by nature.
Nutty
Nutty
by
by nature.
Nutty by nature.
We've renamed the podcast
Yes.
now.
Yo.
Okay, let's get into some news. Start with the Juggalo news. Howard Stern was talking about ISIS and Juggalos in the same.
Was he saying that Juggalos are like a
Conversation.
terrorist? Have we been upgraded from gang to terrorist organization?
No,
that
quite-
would be the shit.
No, quite the opposite actually. What he's suggesting is to like President Obama is that they send Juggalos to fight.
Wait. Did he actually
ISIS.
like in a
With
conversation
hatchets and everything.
in a conversation with President Obama?
No, it's just like
Set it on the air.
Obama should.
Okay,
So it's like fighting fire with fire.
Right. It says imagine
Crazy with crazy.
Right. Imagine a bunch of guys in clown outfits, like with hatchets. Those fucking Arab dudes would get right in line. So they
Right
bring
on
up the
Howard.
fact that Indians used to wear, war paint and stuff to scare their enemies and stuff. So it actually would be a legitimate tactic if they were to send just
do it.
Juggalos to against.
I just watched
the terrorists.
Restrepo. I'm so fucking down to go over there.
Right on. Hold on, just a second. King, come here. Come here.
Uh-oh. We have to
Come
take
here.
a break.
No, we're not taking a break. This kid's coming right here.
Oh, I guess he's joining the podcast.
This kid's coming right here. Listen. Do you see what we're doing right here? We need you to be really quiet, okay? And y'all are talking and moving around, so I need y'all to go upstairs.
I want to stay down here.
But you can't.
I want to stay down here. No,
But you can't.
I want to go upstairs. No, I want to stay downstairs.
We're back.
All right, they're not going to listen to anybody but you.
So we take him out.
You guys ever fuck with Bill Burr?
Oh yeah, Bill
Yeah.
Burr's my shit.
Yeah, that's my dude right
A
now.
lot of people,
Yeah, that's
a lot of
good.
people think that he's very like misogynistic and
Is that
stuff
your
like
man?
that.
It's part of the act.
Yeah.
And it's part of the act, but
Yeah.
he also is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is he? But is he? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I think it's just a thing of the culture.
He's not like on some Andrew Dice Clay misogyny
Right.
shit.
Right.
But, I mean, he makes some valid points to what he's saying and shit. It's just funny how he articulates it.
Right.
He seems like your drunk Irish uncle from the fucking...
No, absolutely.
from that region.
And you know that he got that whole attitude from a real drunk Irish uncle.
definitely from his family. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Guarantee
That one bit where he's talking about how like women fight with their words
Right.
until you just want to hit them. They just keep coming at you like so good. Oh my
Yeah.
god, He's so fucking funny.
That's my dude. Shout out to Bill Burr.
Hell yeah.
Let's work together sometime.
We're gonna. Yeah, he has a podcast. Comes out Monday mornings.
Okay.
It's pretty decent. He goes on tangents, but that's Bill Burr.
No, that's why I like him though. That's why I liked Dennis Miller. Mm-hmm. A lot of people didn't like Dennis Miller. I like Dennis Miller, or even what's his name for politically incorrect and fucking Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Maher.
I don't agree with everything he says, but that dude would go on little rants.
Dennis Miller was dry in a time where dry humor wasn't really that appreciated.
Right.
Like Norm Macdonald.
I was just going to say, Norm Macdonald.
Yeah. And
a straight face.
Right. But cats who listen to like English comedy or watch English sitcoms were already up to speed.
Monty Python or anything like that. Yeah,
was already up to speed with that kind of humor.
Right.
And that's what made him like so big.
He just did a new stand-up. He said he's 62. He's 62 now. It doesn't even look like it. I was like, what the fuck?
I know. It's crazy.
What are you on? What are you smoking?
That cat that plays Sheldon on Big Bang Theory is 41.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah. He
I have to wonder if he's like that in real life. Somewhat, you know what I'm saying? He does a pretty good job of playing a fucking super geek.
When you see about his interviews like on Letterman and stuff, he's just as articulate. And
right.
Of course, he's not with the stuff that he acts out, like the back, that kind of like makes him the character that he is isn't there, but he is a lot like his character in a lot of ways, as far as the way he articulates and stuff.
Yeah, I just got put onto that show recently. I haven't had TV or cable for like 4 years.
Oh yeah.
In the last 3 months, I've been indulging.
Yeah, we stream like a mofo around here.
Ridiculous.
Me and Spooky just got computers for the boys upstairs.
Right.
And they're already streaming.
Good job.
Dude's watching Family Guy and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, going back to the Howard Stern thing though, it's that they've done a few they've been on the show.
Oh no,
times.
totally. Like he's always said he's a big fan, so I personally as a Juggalo don't take it offensively. I think it's here's the deal. With a guy like Howard Stern, if it's funny, say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to realize that Juggalos aren't going to get butthurt. If you're fucking booty sore over some silly shit, Howard Stern said, take off the fucking paint. You're not a clown. You got to be able to take yourself fucking with a light heart.
Take your bumps, man. Take your bumps.
But I'm there. I'm all about it. Like I said, I just watched Restrepo for the first time. I'm about 8 years late coming into that movie. Real talk. Let's go over there and fucking smash some skulls. I'm down. I'm fucking there.
It would be insane.
Oh, it would
be
nuts.
absolutely insane. Like who?
We could be the first battalion insane clown posse.
Be like
GTA 6.
The Gathering, the next
Have
Gathering.
the
in Syria.
Have the
That'd be awesome.
That'd be the shit.
That'd be a hell of an infomercial.
Oh man,
right there. All right, so now there's actually a lot of stuff that's progressed about this story since I decided to talk about it. But Twiztid did a interview with the Daily Times, and it's okay. It says, "Forget the Juggalo crown. Twiztid rappers set out to do their own thing." And there was a thing in there that they were quoted as saying, "We don't need $1 million stage, and we don't need Fago and stuff like that." But they didn't say that. Apparently, Monoxide
paraphrasing
came up and was like, they kept asking us questions to instigate beef or to insinuate beef between Twiztid and ICP, which, in fairness, when this whole thing started, a lot of people made that assumption, and now that the mainstream media is now picking up on it, they're making that stupid assumption that we made. You know what I'm saying? That they were just bitter about it, but they weren't. It was just they had to get more of their pie, and nobody can fault them for that. You know what I'm saying?
It's growth. It's growth, man.
Yeah, I mean they were with Psychopathic for how freaking long?
Almost 14, 15 years, maybe even more. I mean,
how much time can you say you put in before you go and do your own thing?
Yeah, before you hit your chops.
I mean, it's a good interview, except for that kind of thing was stuck in there, and it became a big deal.
A lot of interviews are going to go that way. So now the beef that you got, let's talk about that. I heard you were beefing with this guy.
I kind of,
You know, that's
yeah, I kind of accidentally did that last
That's how
week.
that stuff. Yeah, we did it last time, but that's how that stuff goes. Why?
Controversy sells.
You know,
They're trying to spark. They have nothing to talk about a lot of the time, so they want to find something to talk about. And what do people want to hear? You know, they want the juicy stuff.
Right.
How was your weekend with your kids? But what about this, that, and the third? You know.
Yeah.
The funny thing about that is that, Taka, you said it. They're 3-4 months, 6 months late on that story.
So late.
So being somebody in the inside of the community when the story broke and we had our thoughts or our wonders about why it happened or what went down. For mainstream media to come in and
yeah.
It's almost like, how often does that happen? Like in that essence, how long has Ebola been here?
Right.
You know?
Right.
If they're just getting and Juggalos are a hot topic nowadays. So
Right.
if they're just now getting to that,
Yeah, no, and it's funny that happens. There is this crazy thing about how the media wants to cover all that stuff, but they always pick up on it so
Right at the
late.
tail end and try to make it a new thing.
Anybody who cares about it don't really care. And then the only people that's
they
left,
ain't underground.
right? The only people that's left is all the other people that's all like, "Oh man, Juggalos are crazy."
yeah, fuck that shit. We know Twiztid's still family. We
Yeah.
love Twiztid.
Yeah.
We know
We-
Twiztid and ICP don't have no beef. It's just ridiculous.
We actually talked to, hung out with George about a month after that whole
That's right.
thing happened,
Yeah.
and he was not like bitter
Yeah.
or anything like that. He's not like
If
just
I
some-
remember-
he's like,
hearing
it's just
the story,
something
he's
happened.
really candid. It's business.
Strictly
Yeah.
business.
He was just like, it's just something that happened. Things happen,
Well,
and we were like, cool, let's get a beer.
right. Hey.
Yeah, but like the fact that okay, here's what I don't like about another thing I don't like about it when they do stuff like that. Then whether the Twiztid camp comes out and goes, oh, we didn't say that, because this has actually happened to ICP several times too, where press would just misquote them and stuff like
Right.
that, and they'd be all like that fucking
Yeah, they did
reporter.
the whole thing with
They had to
with
get-
NBC when they filmed it themselves, and
Right.
they had to release their
Yeah,
footage
the
because
whole
the footage that
full
got
footage.
cut.
I remember that. Yeah.
So I mean, you have to think about that when that happens, because there are a lot of people who just like won't
Stories
believe
about peace and love don't sell.
it. Yeah, I guess so.
And that's what Juggalo-ism, in my opinion, has always been about. It's like as ridiculous as it is because of how new school, it was for the 90s. It's very reminiscent of the old school hip hop mentality of family and
Sure.
everybody gets together and everybody's got each other's back and there's going to be beefs. Everybody's not always going to get along, but at the end of the day, it's a family. And
Right.
and so that
Yeah.
that doesn't sell though. They don't want to focus on that. They want to focus on lyrics that made some kid that didn't have good influences in his life go out and smash somebody's head.
Right. But see, here's the funny thing is that's why they cover us, is because of that. They don't cover Fish followers because all they
Right.
do is they talk about love. They don't follow Grateful Dead followers because they're all about peace and love. They follow us because there is this mentality where we're like, fuck you if you don't understand it. And they're like, well, let's just poke at it, see what happens. You know
They
what I'm
said, fuck
saying?
you.
Yeah.
Taking it back to the 80s with this one. Golden era hip hop. Yeah, Broadway Joe Bang. TSOI. A-Squadian. Let's go. Step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slapped on. Sound the alarm as we go into Defcon. Remember one thing, I put depth on. So step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slapped on. Sound the alarm as we go into Defcon. Remember one thing, we put death on. Your nerds have no chance, like having two left feet trying to slow dance. Search this simple world looking for romance. You'll never ever match the style that Joe has. Those who try suffer the blowback. I'm a face crusher, son of Odin the Nomad. Y'all broke back, probably smoke crack. Rock some tight pants, right about a coach bag. And it's so whack, want a coach bag. Hold back, make it skull crack to the track. Now fade to black, outdated, all before Betamax. I come forth to state facts. Handwritten transmissions like like Mega Man. Step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, I put death on. So step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, we put death on.
Welcome to the mean streets of Phoenix, where the mean mug is the meanest. It's hell what he does to human beings. Gunshot greetings is so Phoenician. What more can I say? We invented road rage. Do drive-bys at a slow pace. Don't you know guns illegal? Settle beef about parking spots and parking lots with desert eagles. Yes, it speaks bilingual. Bullet holes, change up your lingo. Sniper sights line you up like bingo. Faces are replicas of sinkholes. Permanent press, so wrinkle you pink holes. You whispering eyes, you wink slow. Long says invisible eyes, don't blink close. Copycat killers use my rhymes like Kinko's. Judge runs through them decathlon. Barney rubber your bubble with mastodons. Mouth like an M16 when I'm smashing on.
Step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, I put death on. So step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, we put death on. Man, this ain't Asheroth, not some bubblegum rap. This is Ragnarok. It's about to go down, homie, pass the block. When I rock it, give me space like astronauts. Look like Thor with Mjolnir with the hammer's cocked. In the game, you ain't in the batter spots. Face crusher, knuckles like padded locks. Pussy ass dudes run with the static pops. Cops call me, then the asses stop. Half a block away, feel the aftershocks. Ain't on the same page, a few chapters off. Ahead of my time, unwind animatic clocks. These rappers soft, knock off the chatterbox. All the data's lost, shadow box. Can I hold a candle when other scandal squash? So a channel squash, watch Pebble like Hasselhoff. Or you get stepped on, bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, I put death on. So step up or you get stepped on. Bags run through and I won't be slept on. Sound the alarm as we go into Dephcon. Remember one thing, we put death on. Bags run through. 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 Bags run through.
Do you ever think what life will be? Where you will go after you die?
Do you ever think our species would be extinct from something as easy as being a plague or a disease? Please analyze every direction, take it as a lesson. Ripping, you know, second question, expecting a different message where you're stepping. Every path and road we take, it's a deathbed. Every step, yes, we awake. Make a difference in how we live. It starts with a decision. Never thinking I am gifted with the rhymes that I'm giving. I'm demented in every way, shape, or form. Born with the knowledge I'm giving. When I'm down, I'm never more sworn. All the music is proven, I'll always be there. And for my family, I'm standing, always prepared, aware. While the shadows casting upon us every day, stay strong for every obstacle in my way. Fate never, I'm on a level of someone who thinks about where he goes when he dies. His soul is set free. If I die with you, give two shits a cry for me. Sometimes I feel like some people grow highly tired of me. Not wanting me around of overstay my welcome. Those evil glares you had fixed on me, yeah, I felt them. That feeling of numbness treating me like I was nothing. Keep it up until my heart stops beating and pumping. In the darkness, I'm sunk deep. Mind clouded with self-destruction. Grab the gun with the double barrel, pull the trigger and start the button. Keep on dumping, unload until it's bloody disgusting. How will I be thinking if there was no me? Where would I go when I'm laying with the deceased? My body will be rotting while life rots away my mentality. In this reality, will I face a grotesque fatality? Living amongst this violent society. Inside of me, my thoughts are rioting. I'll descend it silently. Words you die, maybe I'll get to see. If I ever left, would you miss me? Wanna shed a tear or possibly reminisce of me? Think about the good times and the bad we ever had. Don't nobody need to cry or even get mad. To my sis, my moms, my pops, my son, the one that keeps me going on when life's rough, times tough, everybody's passing on. I see the flame in the wind and it won't be lasting long. My advice to you is to move on. Don't cry for me, I'm a part of you for now on and never. Forgive me, no never, our ties will never sever. Family is bound to stay strong. Everybody take a seat, kick back and listen. Hear me out, then I wanna see y'all's vision. Through the thick and the thin, you know I'll be there. This verse is for you, to show you that I care.
Fuck you!
Let's poke at it and see what happens. Now, I got turned on. This is actually my new jam now as far as websites go. Copblock.org.
Yeah.
But what put me on was this story that's in here about how Jump Steady got approached by some agents at the gathering. They came into the gathering.
The ATF, right? Was it the ATF
yeah.
guys?
And they were going to fuck around.
This last one?
Now, have you heard anything about this? The gang threat assessment? And
Oh yeah, definitely. You talk about the FBI labeling
Juggalos
Juggalos
as a gang?
as a gang.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah. Jump Steady.
But they must be bored.
Yeah, Jump Steady was like, they were like, we want to take a look around. And he's like, hold on, let me, just 1 second. Goes and calls like the camera crew. The camera crew.
Yeah. And the owner of the
Right? You want
To
to
follow them around.
The owner of the campground.
just tell them that they can't even do it.
And their
Right.
They're
personal,
breaking your law.
and their personal lawyer who was
Yeah.
on site, who's also a juggalo,
Right.
to approach them and say, hey, you don't have permission to be here. You don't
Yeah.
And they flipped
And they
shit, right?
fucking bounced out hard. Like, they're like, as soon as they said, hey, what you're doing is technically illegal, they were all like, peace.
Yeah.
Right.
Bounced out. And they say that, like, one of the last ones that bounced out kind of, like,
Flipped
skinned
them
out
off.
And flipped them off.
Yeah. I bet
Like,
they
fuck
did.
you. That's some thuggish
Real
activity.
mature.
That's thuggish.
Yeah. Who's thugging?
That's
thugging now?
That's gang
Right.
mentality right there.
Right.
That. We're going to come back. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck
We'll
that.
figure out some way to come back, fuck you up.
But they didn't.
But they didn't. They couldn't.
Yeah, no. They don't want that heat. After the when ICP said that, and it's done now. I don't know if you guys are all aware of this, but the case got dismissed.
Yeah.
The government can't rule on something
State
like that.
level stuff.
But when that's still a hot topic, so I mean, if you come in and especially get caught on camera doing some illegal shit, and you're supposed to be the good guys, you're the coppers.
Right.
It's not gonna look good.
I can't wait until that footage comes out
Right?
in the documentary.
That's gonna be awesome. That's you know, because they're gonna put it in there.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
would.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy, dude.
That's for sure.
Do you guys know that Dr. Dre and Jimmy Lovine left Interscope? They're not part of Interscope anymore.
Well,
They're gone.
Together.
To
Both
start
of
a
them
new label.
together left. Well, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, I guess it all comes off the beats. I mean,
Does Dr. Dre even do music anymore?
No, I
he's
mean,
been talking about that album for decades.
right.
12 years later.
right. I
I mean,
mean, well,
plus now that he's got his billion from Dre Beats by Dre.
yeah. I mean, he's
is he motivated to even do music at all in any aspect?
well. Here's the thing: what he did. The two of them have donated $70 million to the University of Southern California for a 4-year college degree
It's their music program.
for the music program.
That's
Like,
awesome.
and they're doing it their way.
Right.
Where
Pretty
they do, you have to take entrepreneur classes and you have to take
Not just music theory.
Right.
You got to take. It's the
They're
music
taking you really through it.
business.
They're taking
Right.
you really
It's
through
the
it, man.
music. It's
Right.
the entertainment business.
Yep.
So they're making you take the business out of it. That's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's
I wish somebody would have told us about the business side of it 10 years ago.
Right.
I mean, we might not be here today. Oh shit! You mean there's actual work involved and snaky motherfuckers? But
Right.
But you know, it's smart to learn that because this is something that if you're going to be a part of this world, you need to know about it.
Industry.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, because it's something that I've learned. Because see, I'm not a rapper. I hang out with rappers. You guys are rappers.
He's an
right?
unrapper.
Yeah, but like, it really surprised me the number of people who don't look at the numbers of their merch. Of like, is this a viable? Do we have to pay to play for a show? Are we going to get as many people converted into fans worth putting in this much
Most of
money?
that's hype, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Most of that's hype and a lot of false promises.
Yeah.
A lot of those shows are built on hype and false promises.
Right. So you have to like make a risk assessment, you know, because at that point you're basically paying for fans in a matter of speaking, and you have to say, well, what is my level of acquisition for each fan?
What am I truly going to get put out to? Because especially on those pay-to-play shows, and I just read an article about this on Metal Sucks. There was a shitty metal band in
I saw that earlier today
in Utah. I think it was Utah that put up this huge diatribe on Facebook about, you know, we're so fucking tired of playing these shows where everybody sells 15 tickets, and then as soon as your band plays, your group leaves, and then we come on, and we play to 10 people, and then this chick comes in and she's like, well, maybe if you guys made better music, and then the guy tears her apart for being a female.
And spells it Femail.
So, I mean, the dude lost credibility, but as being a performer in an industry where pay-to-play comes up, it is fucking aggravating to go into a show that starts out with 125 people,
right,
and then get on stage as a co-headliner,
right,
and there's fucking 20 people, 15 people.
Ideally, from the business end of it, the idea is you get 500 people in the room. You sold, say, 75 tickets. Then you should have 425 people that you are going to show your music to.
Right. That's the whole idea behind it.
So you can convert those people to fans, so they can buy your merch, so that they can listen to your music. So
and if your product's good enough, you should have no problem.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they're not even sticking around to hear that product, that's
the disappointment.
That's the frustration.
That's what takes it out. That's what makes whenever I'm thinking about risk assessment for our stuff, that's what makes it really hard to want to do
when we go on shows, put us on early, y'all. We're cool. We'll open that motherfucker.
Yeah.
We're down with
Sometimes
that. Put us on
is
second.
the best slot, right?
Yeah, I've always said
sometimes.
that. You know,
and I bet you if you put us on first, motherfuckers will stay. They'll be like, oh, damn, there's some shit here.
I really do have a theory that in music, the music entertainment factor really does mirror a lot of the pro wrestling entertainment factor.
Oh, they're one and the same.
That's
right?
my background.
It's
so
all the same.
In my case, the first match is just as important as the last match.
Yeah, you gotta get it popping from A to Z.
Asses in seats.
But see, when you're talking about pay to play, though, you're really not talking about anything artistic or cultural.
No,
you're
it's
talking
business.
about a pyramid scheme
Yeah.
that benefits one individual. They'll throw you the idea that it could be this, that, and the third.
Right.
But
Right.
realistically,
Never is.
everyone who's coming to see their group is going to leave with their fucking group.
Yeah.
So
And
you
they're
have to
not
have
gonna
a
sit around
strong
watch
turnout just for you. And then ultimately, all that's really happening is the promoters stepping away with a shitload of money, and you may or may not have done what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do.
And you
a
don't
lot of
get
these
any
younger
conversion.
cats don't know any different.
Yeah.
But people here at this table,
Yeah.
including myself and the gentleman
You're right.
sitting next to me, know that this is a reverse mentality. That's not the way this business is supposed to work. The promoter is supposed to provide the venue and the scene for you to come do what you do. You're trying to build a culture here. You're trying to build a scene. You're trying to build a family, a network of artists and people doing good shit.
Amen.
But you're not putting on the motherfuckers to do a good enough show because you're worried about selling tickets. Well, fuck, if your street promotion game was on par with your Facebook game, maybe you might have some people showing up, you know, and then they come up with all these excuses, but it's only, bottom dollar is just based on $1. It's not about anything beneficial to anybody.
No, absolutely.
But the person with the wallet.
No, you're right. But ideally, in a situation like when we
But
did,
it does make sense, though.
Yeah.
Like, if it's a big enough artist,
Right.
like, shit, we got offered to open up for Snoop Dogg.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they wanted $2,000.
Yeah.
My music doesn't formulate with Snoop Dogg at all.
Right.
Maybe some of the beats from his older shit.
Right.
But I almost wanted to fucking do that because that's 10,000 people there for Snoop Dogg. If I could get 5 of them to jump on board with what we do, get up on our merch, our albums, and all that,
Get that money
maybe.
back and then some.
But you have to be willing to gamble and lose that
But
money.
you see that mentality you have? That's the mentality. That's the mentality that drives all of us. We all believe we're going to put $1,000 in and we're going to hopefully get that $1,000 back. Well, you just said it. We all know we ain't going to get that $1,000 back. But we want it. We want to.
Right.
That's that drive.
And
if we
grind.
got it like that,
Right.
which not everyone really does. We all got to strive to get there. But if you got it like that, it ain't nothing but throwing some money, getting some money. But
pay to play is lazy as fuck to begin with. Okay,
It's a sad
because it's
situation,
like
I say that.
instead of a promoter actually doing promoter's work and saying
The artist is doing his job for him.
let me try out.
You're not getting paid for it.
Let me
Pay
try
for it,
out
you can do
these 5-6 acts. Bring them in, give them tickets to sell, see if they sell them. Whether they sell them or not, let them do the show. If they didn't sell any tickets, guess what? Guess who doesn't get picked up the next show? You try somebody else, and you keep going until you get that.
But
that
you don't
roster
ask
of
those
people
artists
to do
that
it.
sold tickets to the last show to sell tickets to the next show.
All right.
Fuck that.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's
After a
going-
while, you get a pool, though. After a while, you get a pool
Sure.
of like 20, 25 acts that will all sell tickets.
But
You know
those
what I'm
those
saying?
20, 25 acts, by the time the headliner comes on, you're down to 10% of the crowd. Because those 20, 25 acts, 20 of them already left. There's 5 acts left, and there may be 5 to 7.
I still made my money though, and I didn't.
No, you as a
and I didn't
promoter,
make it pay to play.
you as a promoter did. But what did that do for the scene, for the culture, for the community?
Well, you got a hopefully, if you got a pool of 25 people who are actually legitimately hustling without being asked, you know what I'm saying? Then you should be able to form a
See,
strong
that's the
community.
problem. This is all here partially from the laziness of promoters and street promotions and getting word out, but also with the artists. Like, how many people have we met in the probably 50 years combined music industry experience, and they don't hustle themselves at all. They're lazy. Like, first of all, the internet made everyone lazy, because I come from a day where you had to personally hand out a flyer or illegally put it on somebody's car. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, who gives a fuck
that's how
about
you
that?
found the
But-
lazy ones out, because you go to their house and then they using them as coasters.
Yeah, got to stack the flyers from their last show or from a show that's like in a day or two.
You like, you pass those flyers out. Oh man, we're gonna have it.
They don't even do that. They don't even do that. Like, I think that's honestly like a fundamental that's lacking from like a majority of artists these days.
That don't happen at shows. You don't come out of shows anymore. And
Or support other people's shows.
Yeah, no.
Right.
That's completely fucking dead now. You know, so it's the whole industry, the whole game has changed so much. Like, trying to adapt to it is difficult unless you got some dough behind you.
That's really what matters. You got money to throw around, you can make things pop.
Yeah.
Well, screw all that shit. Let's get into what it's really all about. Let's play some music. We'll be right back.
Nobody
after
said that
these
moving
couple
forward
songs.
wouldn't require any force. You either support yourself and do it, or fall face first in the dirt. It might exhaust you, seeing the ones you love caught in the exhaust fumes. It'll cost you more than a worth of currency. The sense of urgency in your steps will affect others' perceptions, and when they mention your name, they'll mention a specific kind of struggle. But remain focused, and once things change for the better, remain humble. Nothing lasts forever. This includes both the good and the bad. Remember that. Today will be a memory by tomorrow morning. All the bullshit you gotta push past. I can't settle with living below average. Work all week for little or no cabbage until your new home is located in a casket. My past is dirty, but my future's brighter. I do inspire, I shift my gears and move my tires. I'm driven, and if I crash from living fast, fucking hoes and getting cash, I'll be back like Kanye was through the wire. I can feel the fire in my heart and soul. Haters want it round their necks, cause I got a heart of gold. They'll have to get it from my ex. It's the one thing that she stole, but she broke it. If she sold it, you could get it for the low. But I let it go, I don't miss it, I don't judge. Nope, I'm not a critic. Have what you want, I won't stop you, go get it. I'ma push past the bullshit, the stressing and the pressures. All the bullshit you gotta push past. I got a vision and I can't see past. All the bullshit you gotta push past it and live your life the way you've always imagined.
All the bullshit you gotta push past it. I got a vision and I can't see past it. All the bullshit you gotta push past it. Live your life the way you always imagined. Social pariah, yet hope from a side. Far side of my weight clothing, formula tie. Pain subside, mortuary quiet, cause no one arrived. Running blind to an ordinary life. Took our doors of corridors open wide. Societal abnormalities of praise is weird. Don't divide my peers. Gotta challenge these fears. No promises here, though my talent's revered. Close my persona, but the populace harbor is not as sincere. They expect it different me. My apprehensive tendencies and eclectic pensions keep all interest at distance. Disaffected friendships and that did affect the business adventures. My pessimistic perspective affect the steps of progression. I obviously lack the confidence to conquer this fear of abandonment. By acknowledging this caustic feelings I grapple with positive thoughts, I'm on the path to win. Different cats, same bag of tricks. Rock.
All the bullshit you gotta push past. I got a vision and I can't see past. All the bullshit you gotta push past it and live your life the way you've always imagined.
All the bullshit you gotta push past it. I got a vision and I can't see past it. All the bullshit you gotta push past it. Live your life the way you always imagined.
With no translation, a patient at a place where people with no patience keep chasing. All I really know is where the fuck I'm going. Steady on the path and my speed doesn't seem to be slowing. Criminal mastermind, subliminal passage hidden beyond the line. You hate on who I am, but I'll be damned if I'm doing fine. Killing them all with the fury of 1,000 suns crashing, bringing a terror with something that you can never have imagined. I'm surpassing the best and sitting back laughing while you promoting on Facebook. That's first class laughing. I'm talking about my mind while you talking about possessions. I can tell you're not impressed by seeing your first impression. What if I switch it up and caught your attention and tied you up down in my basement with clinical depression? Right in the head, the doctor told me for years, telling me I'm relying, living ignorant of my fears. I took the message clear, posting notes around my room with a message at the bottom saying you'll be better soon. Through my eyes, the whole world's guilty, premonition of the week that make this world so filthy. My mind's been racing and telling me the reasons why I can't deny the evil side that's on the rise. Pack up my shack and I hit the ground moving with sounds of soothing melodies and grooving to the music. Before I let loose and use it to become ruthless, the truth is that I'm a genius cause you looking so clueless. I'm gutting you like a bit and you're streaming in my basement. I'ma make you fucking faceless, a faceless looking like Jason. You can try anything to get somebody's attention, but I already mentioned no one can hear you in my dimension.
All that, I want to try to give my lungs a rest. But he fucked me up, bro. I was like, just give me a small one, because I've only hit fucked with it a few times. And I was like, just give me a small one because I cough too much and I'll be useless for like an hour. And he was like, is this cool? I was like, is that small? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. It turns out it was the exact opposite. Like halfway through the hit, I fucking choked myself out. And coming to, and I was on one knee with my hand against the wall. Yeah. We're watching the World Series. I'm a Giants fan. I'm just like, oh no. We won the game, and I just was like so happy, but I couldn't communicate. Like I had to get up and walk. I ended up walking like a mile and a half. I was just that fucking high. Like, Jesus
That's
Christ,
me too.
you serious?
That's me too. Whenever I'm on, and I don't know if you guys you notice this when I do it, but I've done wax a couple of times, and both times I got so high I didn't want to sit down because I was afraid that I was going to be out for like a long ass time. So I would stay standing up.
I got dabbed out. I had to go to the.
We're back, by the way.
Yeah.
Talking about dabs.
I got all dabbed out before going to the Social Security office, thinking I'm about to be at the Social Security office. What do you guys think? 2-3 hours minimum. No. I was in and out of there in 15 fucking minutes. It was a Wednesday, middle of the day, and for some reason nobody else had to go down to the Social Security office. So I had to go down there to get a replacement card. I got dabbed out before I got there, and thinking I'm going to sit around and dick around on my phone or just stare off into space and ride this fucking super stupid high out.
Yeah.
No, I had to drive around downtown Phoenix, by the courthouses, around the police, fucking blasted.
And they all knew you were downtown.
Every time I would see it, whether it was on the side of the other side of the road or not.
Contact with you.
Dude, I pulled over like 4 times on the way home in the gas stations, like, please just let these cops go away. Spent a good 5 miles driving, looking behind me, thinking it's a fucking undercover.
You are paranoid of cops when you're
Anyways,
sober.
yeah, I don't fucking like cops anyways.
You are super, do not like cops.
Well, Sheriff Joe called. He heard that last comment you made. Said he wants you in some pink boxers.
You're under arrest.
Too late, I'm already in pink boxers.
So we're going to do the second segment. We're going to go ahead and do the guest game.
With your whites.
Guest game?
We're going to do the guest game. I was told you're very, very astute with Marvel Universe.
I am a 616 Marvel Universe aficionado.
Okay, all right.
For all my comic book nerds out there, you know what I'm talking about.
All of these are 616 questions. That should be fine. I didn't.
I'm sorry. I was coughing. Ebola.
It's the
Ebola.
Oh, that's awesome.
Can I just say Ebola is for pussies? Sorry.
That's okay.
I saw racing.
I was going to name my rap name Ebola. That just sounded like we'd be beefing, so I'm just not going to do that now.
Right.
Fuck it.
So, so far, apparently, being able to smoke is not the best idea.
I love it. I love it.
Podcast.
We're passing around my Ebola.
This is the High Times edition of the Arizona Juggalos podcast. Woo! So I'm gonna give you. I'm good. I gotta do the bit. So 10 questions, open ended. I'm not giving you since you're so good. I'm not giving you multiple choice.
Okay.
All right. If you get 7 out of 10 correct, you will win the UGH 5-3 with Twiztid Insane.
And that's got the comic book cover, the villains anyway.
It does have the comic book.
Perfect.
Yeah, the super.
Have you
villains
seen it
cover.
yet?
I haven't.
Well, you're going to have to win it, and we'll let you see.
Twiztid Insane is Godzilla.
This is tight. There's Apocalypse, Magneto, Legs. Yo, this is dope.
Yeah. No, it was.
Boo? Oh, he even did Boo. Okay, they got Dragon Ballish on it. We're going to win this. All right, I'm ready when you are,
All
sir.
right, number 1. What 2005 event caused an incredible decrease in the mutant population from millions to a few hundred in the Marvel Universe?
So it's referred to in the Marvel Universe as the decimation.
Sure.
That's M-Day.
Yeah, what event, though?
Oh, well, I mean, basically what happened was for the longest time, the Scarlet Witch, who has the mutant ability to control chaos magic, which is very powerful in the Marvel Universe, had false kids. They weren't real. They were in her head. She created them out of nothing. Well, she found this out and went fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And she has a lot of daddy issues. Her dad is fucking Eric Lesnar, Magneto. So fucking, she basically decides she's going to change the Earth the way she thought it would be. And she decreased the population of mutants. There was an alternate reality. It was a lot of shit. And it's still, the ripples are still being felt today.
Yep.
Almost 10 years later in Marvel, they're still dealing with these issues.
What was the event called, the comic event? What was it labeled?
M-Day, right?
No. What was the name of the comics?
The comics, Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics
of
M-Day.
the event.
Decimation. Well, they had all the disassembleds, like Avengers Disassembled.
I'm going to give it to you because you did say that almost the entire fucking story.
Right.
But it's House of M.
House of M.
So I'll give you that one. Number one.
I'm supposed to be good. See how they hyped me up and I fucked it up?
Sorry, man.
It's okay. I'll come
That's
back
just
to
the
this
first
next
one. You know what? Everybody gets the first one wrong for some reason, and then they just power through the other ones.
Let me put my thinking cap on. I had it all except for the house. I knew I was forgetting something.
No, yeah, you got it, though. And the 2007 Spider-Man crossover, One More Day, Aunt May was killed by a sniper that knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man. What did Miss Defoe want in exchange for bringing Aunt May back to life?
That he never knew Mary Jane Parker.
That is correct.
They erased their whole existence.
Their marriage.
Yeah, because they were married. Yeah, they didn't even know each other.
Right. Shittiest event to happen in the 2000s was One More Day.
Easily.
They retconned it so hard back to what they wanted it to.
Nobody
to
was
a certain
going for
degree.
it. Well, he got old in comic books. See, in the whole Marvel universe takes place in what's probably like maybe 12 to 15 years now.
Right, with the sliding scale.
Yeah, but we're talking about since the early 60s. That's what we're dealing with. But they wanted to make him young again. I mean, he was, remember, what made Spider-Man popular originally was he was a teenager, and he went through awkward situations so that other kids can relate to him. By this time, he's grown, he's a teacher, he's married with a wife, and lost some of that youthfulness.
He's got a million clones.
So they had to change it, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck the clones. That was the worst of the 1990s.
I don't know, man. Scarlet Spider was pretty cool.
Oh, God.
He's still around.
Yeah, I know.
Sort of.
Kane, yeah.
Kane is the Scarlet Spider now.
Is
That's
he?
what's crazy is the guy who was.
Okay.
They don't know where he is, but he's assumed the mantle. He's like, he's like in Houston,
And
Texas.
Flash Gordon is the Venom.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Flash Thompson.
Flash Thompson. I said Flash Gordon. I meant Flash Thompson.
No, that's an easy thing to do. Though.
Well, the Flash, you know. First
All right, so that's two. In the crazy back and forth time slides of the X-Men, things can get really weird. Who were Cable's parents?
Oh, Cyclops and Jean Grey Phoenix.
That is incorrect.
Hold on. His parents?
Cyclops and Madeline Pryor.
Oh, Madeline Pryor.
Yeah.
But realistically, the truth is he has no parents because he's a clone
right.
of Strife.
No, yeah.
See how I flipped that loss into a W?
No, yes, but no. I'm going to mark you for that one. So you got two.
Okay.
You got two. Who was recently assassinated causing a 2014 event, Original Sin?
Oh, Original Sin? Who was assassinated? Well, that was with the Red Skull's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I have that, too.
Who was assassinated that caused the whole event?
The whole event? Was it Schism? Was it with Charles Xavier?
No.
No.
No, it was the Watcher. The Watcher was assassinated.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was killed. That's what caused... Have you read them yet?
I have it. I have the trade paperback.
Oh, shit.
That's why I'm like, oh, fuck.
So you got two...
And the Watcher's around now because he was just in Infinity for a quick second.
Oh, he's gone.
What?
He's gone.
They replaced the Watu?
I don't think they... well, okay. They kind of replaced them, but they haven't really made it a firm thing.
Right.
You know how Marvel is. They're weird about shit.
Yeah.
So, like, they might just, like... He might just come up out of, like... Because his eyeballs is what held all the knowledge of the Watcher, and they were kind of like thought bombs. Like one got exploded in New York, and then people started learning all kinds of secrets. Like Thor learned he had a sister and shit.
That's
like
fucking
that.
tight.
Yeah, I know, it was crazy.
Why am I gonna have to go buy a bunch of shit now? Thank you.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch it. You gotta read it. It's really good. Okay, next one. So you're 2 up. What is the name of the Incredible Hulk's son coming out of the events of Planet Hulk and World War Hulk?
Well, he had two.
What's the one that mattered?
Well, the one that's still around is Scar.
That's correct.
But his other son was tight.
Yeah.
His other son beat Galactus' ass.
He was brainy. He had brain power.
Yeah.
In the 2006 event, Secret Invasion, who was the person that killed the Skrull?
Norman Osborn, the Green Goblin.
Caused the Dark Age in comics.
The Dark Avengers and his tenure in the Thunderbolts was the shit.
Yeah.
Because he's like the Joker as far as being like insane in Marvel.
Right.
And this fool would be sitting there getting into business conversations with supervillains. Mm-hmm. And then one of them would question his authority, and instead of bugging out, he'd look down and see his mask at the desk and would like talk to himself.
Right. It was really good. It was a really interesting age of comics, but it was definitely like it had this. Well, it was supposed to have this kind of icky feel that, like, if you were a huge fan of Marvel up to that point, you're just all like, this feels dirty.
Yeah, no, it definitely was.
Yeah.
Much enjoyable. I love that period. Everything from, House of M up to, like, Siege is...
Yeah. No,
tight,
good
super
stuff.
awesome.
Fantastically written stuff. Great stuff. Just gave you just this film feel all over your brain.
Definitely.
When you read it.
I'm kind of getting that right now. I don't understand anything.
I don't understand anything these guys are saying. I feel like I should spark this blunt.
Yeah, dude, go ahead and do that.
Let's do that.
Okay, number 7. So you are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got 5 right so far.
I lost count. It sounded like he won them all, but like he's talking.
No, he missed a couple. Hulk has a son, so does Wolverine. What is the name of Wolverine's son?
Dakin.
That's correct. That's 6. So you just need one more. The Marvel Universe has their own version of the Illuminati. Name any 3 original members.
How about if I name all 7 original members?
Okay.
So Dr. Doom was around and a part of it at first.
Yes, but
he's there off and on, but he does not count. So we're going to go ahead and tell you it was Mr. Fantastic.
Correct.
Doctor Strange.
Correct.
Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Professor X.
Correct.
Black Bolt.
Correct.
T'Challa.
T'Challa came in later. He's not original.
Hold on, he's not original?
No.
Beast is now in there. Captain America was in there for a second.
Yeah, but Captain America flipped the script.
Who was it? Hold on. You're right, he did. So who am I missing as an original?
Namor.
No, I said Namor. And Iron Man there.
Yeah. Namor, Tony Stark, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, Charles.
And the Illuminati are leading to the Second Civil War, which will be going on here pretty soon.
They're saying in 2015 that, like, they're doing every major event.
Yeah, well, a lot of it's coming back. They're going to cycle back through and touch down and shit.
They're going to retcon everything. You can't keep Captain America, not Steve Rogers, for too long.
No. Well, he's been back for a minute.
Yeah, but now they made him old.
Well, yeah.
Because of the whole time.
They can't kill him off again. They just kill him off. So you got to think of something to do, you know.
Okay, so you pretty much won, but we're just going to go ahead and go through the rest of these. Just 2 more. Just 2 more, guys. Are you all right?
And we're back.
Hey,
are we back?
Right?
Hey, were we talking about Nintendo again?
In the Marvel Universe, they're going to have Tony Stark accidentally create Ultron, but in the comics, who was the true creator of Ultron?
It was Hank Pym.
That is correct. That woman-beating Hank Pym.
Yeah, he's pretty much an asshole. But he's also the scientist supreme of the Marvel Universe, which is pretty interesting.
This one was a give me, and if you read any Marvel and don't get this, you're a retard. Who was the major villain on the 1991 event, The Infinity Gauntlet?
Oh, it's Thanos.
That's correct.
I have that. It's one of my favorite comic books ever.
That is yours, sir. Congratulations.
Boom.
Let's everybody clap.
It's like,
Hey.
Thanks,
don't
guys.
worry, we're still alive.
This guy talks a lot.
Next time I'm gonna have you on later. I'm gonna try to stump you one of these days. See if I can't pull off a good stump. And then you do the same thing for me. We'll
definitely.
Pull out
Definitely.
stumps.
Did
We
you
don't
say you're
want
gonna
to be
pull
a
out your
part of this
stump, bro?
conversation.
No, you don't understand. You don't get it, man.
Apparently we don't, and I don't want to.
I'm okay with that. I'm surprisingly alright with that.
I'm confused here on what exactly is we're talking about.
He's talking about showing you his stump.
That's what I heard.
Tiny fuck.
You know, I've been hearing some weird shit
No,
sometimes.
we should do like a win Ben Stein's money.
That would be
version of
dope.
Comic book stuff.
Knock knock.
That would be dope.
Why?
Knock knock.
Why?
Knock knock.
Please stop.
Knock knock.
No.
Come on, just say it. Just knock knock.
Who's there?
Tiny.
Tiny, why?
Tiny fuck the stump.
What?
There are no typical murderers. Some plan their crimes meticulously, while others kill on impulse.
Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head.
See the side of my cycle, the sickle can a motherfucker gun on up on the side of you, cut the vitals and then leave you there. Turn you into maggot food if you get in my way, cause I'm on a killing spree, now it's time to play. I don't really need a purpose or a reason, murder everybody like a human hunting season. Hit it in the middle of a body with a chainsaw, then I pull it up and push it down, but that ain't all. Then I'm cutting you up, out in the open, I don't give a fuck. Taking the brain and taking the liver, but leaving the body behind, no delivery. I'm sick, maybe I need therapy. Wait, I got it already, it ain't helping me. So I got another little kind of recipe. I'm making chili with the body part you're giving me. But now it's back to the mayhem. Find another victim and so I slay them. I never even saw it coming when I started running up a gun and the gunner was so Bombay, man. I am the wicked that this way just comes. Some will hide in the houses and some they will run. Wherever my victims may be, I will find them and then remind them to die when I'm done. Killing one by one, killing two by two. Ain't a motherfucking thing anyone can do. When I get some gasoline and then I pour it on your body while you're sleeping in your bed, you wonder why I'm in your house. But it doesn't really matter cause I slipped in. While you comfy all up in the covers with your thick bitch. See the zipper better than my hand right as I lit it. Last thing that you ever hear before you had to kick it. Still wicked.
Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head.
You were all going to die tonight.
Starking and popping and creeping on the motherfucker with the ski mask on. With the fully automatic weapon, never fully tested. Leave another faceless, leaving the brains all gone. Never to keep it at home, can never leave it alone. Love it when they try to get to the bone. Blow the fucking face off with the cypher chrome. Never thinking I'm wrong, so you better believe that I be tripping on 6 pills, 6 drinks, 6 hits. Nothing but the wickedest, so I take another sniff. Does a skeptic really have to go and stab another bitch? Doesn't really matter, cause I'm already brandishing this 12-inch butcher knife, all up in your chest piece. Me, I get another murder victim, I see yes please. Machete in my hand, as if I'm with a bolt. He's crime scene, looking like it's something off the Elm Street. Blood on the wall, written by the cases. On the twisted insane shit, but can you really blame this? Pull the duct tape straight up out of the rape kit, let's face it, motherfucker really brain sick. Nothing but the angles, you will never see the mental cases, leaving any traces leaking from my cages. Still in a murder rage, bitch, never will they say shit. Looking at my cutter when I'm gripping it, listen to the rhythm as I'm sticking it. Looking at the flesh as I'm ripping it, after I diminish it, blood dripping off the end of it, like something straight up out of horror flick. Clean up all the evidence, maybe that's irrelevant. Gotta get the blood like a cannibalistic. Cooked tomato in the kitchen, it's delicious, and I finished it, tasting the plate and I licked it. Still wicked.
Shoot it in the head. Shoot it in the head.
But I'm all about the wicked. Motherfuckers run up and anybody will get it. Step until they get solid, I hit them before they fall. So bullets are running through you when anybody can get it. Fucking up and hit you with Michael Myers and blazers. Throwing mini grenades and enticing over your face. I'm hitting them whenever they run up and catch your fade. Cut them all up in the pieces and cook them up with this spade. Can't nobody feed it. Always undefeated. Look at the way they got retreated. I was raised by gorillas. Standing in the corner with a 40 in my fist. Slice some motherfuckers with the hatchet, I'm a killer. Everybody wanna see a Michael Jackson thriller. Turn it to a motherfucking monster in the dark. I ain't gonna sit around and talk about the willer. I'ma put a motherfucking bullet in your heart. Brains in my plate with the gauge full of shells. Fuck it, I don't really care if I'ma go to hell. I'ma be the one to kill a fetus when you wanna bring it. If you wanna see this shit, I'm motherfucking well. Die be on another motherfucking level if you really wanna see the devil in the middle of the night. Post up in the butcher, put the heater, then I blow your shit and hop up in the beater while you're smoking on the pipe. Mental crisis got my back and shit, and off of motherfuckers wonder why I act so sick. Always paranoid to put a strap so quick. Whenever the motherfuckers wanna, they can catch the clip. Fuck them all with it. I don't really care if anybody trip because I'm still wicked. The great big fat slut. You ask me if I wanna fuck? Shit, I'm still with it. Still wicked.
Sharpshooter, crack to your Abdullah. Top 15% in this rap shit. Get clapped quick. You cop reds, your light piff. Work night shift, my pen move general gems. Overstand knowledge, you can't comprehend. Chakra Zulu, boost your jewels. Diamond cut apostle, who taught guru. In the booth, desert archangel. Break them out physical realms in all angles. Innovator of a higher language. Eliminate you snakes and all you imitators. Damage from a gladiator, put an end to them. You can go against the grain or you run from the emblem.
I am obsessed. Put a target on your head, cause you're marked with death. I find it feasible. Your days is over from the evil.
I'm loading on you like a 44 Desert Eagle.
I don't know either.
So,
Been
the
knocking
week,
on
like
my
I
door
said,
all day long. I didn't want to answer.
the smoking version of the podcast is terrible.
Yeah, I would say smoking.
Everything is terrible indeed.
Yeah. Okay.
Shit's got better for me.
Let's go. Yeah. Right. Rapper Chiddy Bang. When's the last time you heard about Chiddy Bang?
Who's Chiddy Bang? Who?
He's a rapper.
What I don't even know.
I would never listen to him.
Yeah.
Based on that name.
On that name alone, Shitty Bang.
Well, let's not talk about him then.
No, what did he do?
What did he do?
Did he
got pulled
accomplish
off.
something?
He got pulled off the stage at a college show because the crowd was almost about to riot.
About what? What was the reasoning?
They just got
Of his name, Chiddy
They were
Bang.
just getting into everything. And
This
Makes
is
sense.
bullshit. That is Chiddy Bang. What the hell?
Who the fuck?
All right. I don't know if you noticed that the hip hop news I try to choose is just like funny hip hop news, right? Not like anything.
Chiddy Bang, that's the funniest name I've ever heard.
Chiddy Bang.
Titty Bang.
All right. So Kanye West says people want to Michael Jackson him to death.
Fuck Kanye West.
Wait, what is Michael Jacksoning somebody to death?
All right.
They want to
overdose him on?
No, do they want to give him plastic surgery?
Make him sound crazy.
Here's his quote. Sometimes I don't talk the most politically correct or whatever type of shit. Motherfuckers want to Michael Jackson me to death and shit and act like I don't do nothing positive and attack me.
Well,
that's basically what he said.
You know what? Honestly, just my opinion, Kanye West is a cocksucker anyways.
He used to be good.
No, he still is good.
Wow.
But his fucking ego is incredible. I didn't want to fuck with him when I heard the name of his album was Yeezus. Not even because I'm that tip, but it's like, come on, dog, you're going too far.
But there's a thing though,
Kanye Kardashian.
In wrestling, though, being hated is just as good as being loved.
But this is hip hop, and I don't know.
But I think it works the same way, and I think it works the same way in hip hop.
I mean, motherfuckers like. Not to interrupt you, but I gotta get this thought out because I'm already forgetting his name. But motherfuckers like Flavor Flav, motherfuckers like Flavor Flav got love, and that dude was garbage. You know what I mean? So I can see that. Like I can see a garbage, but the ego makes it really tough to fucking openly say that you like the dude.
How's he going to top the president calling him a jackass?
That helps him.
Obama called him a jackass.
But that helps him, though.
Does it?
Yeah.
Obama's a jackass, so if he calls you a jackass, it's
you're pretty much a pretty big jackass.
I don't know.
Right.
We love you,
Takes one to
Kanye.
know one.
Go back to making good music.
Yes.
Stop wearing skirts.
Go back to school.
Go back to school.
Go back to school.
Yes.
Drop out again.
Yes.
That's what we miss.
And tell
Graduate.
Kim to say hello.
Do the end.
Yeah.
Have some kids and send them on their first day of school.
Do your GRE and go get your doctorate. Stay in
Be
school.
Dr. Yeezus.
Yeah.
Professor Yeezus.
Jackass.
All right, here's something interesting. We talk about rap battles, and I know you love the fucking rap battles. There's a movement going on now about compliment rap battles, where two people battle rap each other and try to say the nicest stuff they possibly can about the other person.
that's gone on for a while, like, and without a name, without it being like a thing. You know, you've got guys like who was a good fella. Uno Lavos is known for doing stuff like that. So
it goes back as far as 2012, according to.
Like it's been going on for a minute, but it's just now gaining this. Where, you know, instead of it being a once in a while thing, that'll be like one of the cards on a pay-per-view event, on an IPPV event, where now you've got a compliment battle versus two people. I think they're fucking hilarious. I like it.
I would say they're intelligent at some point. You know, there's only so many ways you do that.
Yeah, no, I've watched a couple of them.
Say you're a nice guy.
I'm gonna have to look them up. It sounds. I want to say it sucks. Like, what the fuck?
No, that's what you would think.
It sounds like a challenge. Like,
I saw one,
it's
but
the
it's
exact
opposite. It's a challenge, so I give it to them for the challenge because you got to be creative.
Oh, definitely. You're doing the opposite of what it is. You know what I mean?
It was very, very creative for the one I saw. I only saw one.
The one that's big right now is Patch Day versus Char, and I mean, if you guys. I know my man knows who Pat Stay is. I know Todd. You know who Pat Stay is. I mean, you follow the battle leagues. To see Pat Stay, who's vicious. I mean, the guy is one of the. I mean, he literally told everybody his best friend was the reason that another one of their best friends was dead. That's a vicious dude. So to see him have to flip the script was ridiculous. It was quite enjoyable to see because it shows dynamic, and it's hard to show dynamic in battle rap because it's all about the same 5 things: wordplay, punchlines, maybe the same 2 things: wordplay, punchlines, you know, and ego and
acting it out,
and stats. So
even the old school fights, how they used to fight,
right?
Yeah.
Shit, man, you go on YouTube and look for rap battles that's turned into fights, man. You'll get a collection.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Things get heated.
About as many as the pranks going wrong.
Yeah, pranks gone wrong, y'all.
Yeah, I discovered a new subreddit on Reddit called R. It's a Prank. And if you're on Reddit, fucking just follow that shit because it's
so good,
funny as fuck. It's lovely. I can't believe it doesn't happen all the time where these people call these things pranks, and they're not pranks. They're just like mean shit.
Being an asshole.
Farting in a guy's face.
Yeah.
A dirty white dude from uptown coming down and fucking farting in some fucking roster dude's face thinking he ain't gonna whip your fucking ass.
We watched this one where it was like stepping on
ballsy.
People.
Stepping on Jordans. What? No, it's a prank. No, it's not a prank. You stepped on his fucking shoes.
Yeah, he's getting
what?
Those Jordans are cheap.
Yeah, no, he gets clocked.
He's getting clobbered down on the ground.
Him and his boy goes a prank, and his other homie
like, it's a prank, no, it was a prank. Like,
but how is that? That's not, if I step on your shoes
and mark it up
and mark your fucking shoes up, that's a prank. I'm just fucking with you.
You can't undo that.
That's SOS. That's smash on sight. You step on my shoes.
Seriously.
Fucking
you made me SOL with that one.
Taylor Swift accidentally releases 8 seconds of white noise and tops the Canadians' iTunes chart.
Isn't everything that Taylor Swift releases white noise?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
so this one was only 8 seconds?
Literally. Yeah, no, it was 8 seconds of just pretty much...
Canada, what's going on with that?
And it just...
Oh, just like static.
Yeah.
You know what that reminds me of? You guys remember the Chappelle Show?
Oh, yeah.
Remember the sketch when he was like in there, and it was like, this is the new jam by Twimmy Twim Twim. He's like... Yeah.
There's a YouTube video like that, funnily enough, about a rap battle with a guy who doesn't say anything while he battle raps, and then they have everybody in the background going, "Oh!" like that, just by his motions.
Wow.
Is that the guy who took a shit on the stage?
Because there's this one that the guy's all like,
wow.
Yeah, so apparently that's I don't even know what to fucking call that.
That's all it takes. So you know what? Good on her, man. Good on her. She accidentally released some shit. It went up, and it shows what she's done. I can't hate on anybody getting money. And that's real. I can't hate on anybody getting money.
Hate on a motherfucker getting money? Shit, give me some.
Right.
fuck.
Hate on anybody.
I hate all of y'all. Hate. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the worst things in life happen to you and only you. And nobody else but you.
Oh, fuck, man. FBI. Yay, the FBI. I mean, boo, the FBI. I'm not part of the FBI.
Remember when the FBI hit us up at the gathering? That shit was fucked up.
That was just killing it.
Oh, full-blooded Indian.
Yeah, he's bam, 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 bam. Yo, open up, it's the FBI. Fucking open it up. Like
eat all the weed.
They're all like talking, go see what it is. I'm like, fuck. Open the door, and he's running out, going full-blooded Indian, motherfucker, and just fucking jams off. So funny.
So are we talking about killing on the FBI?
No. FBI arrests a Google employee for allegedly scamming college women for nudes.
I also scammed them and told them I was a Google employee. No, God, what did he do to scam?
Okay, Rotundo allegedly...
Nintendo! Now we're talking about
Rotundo is the guy's name. Allegedly pretended to be...
Tell me he was a fat guy.
A researcher.
Please tell me
he's got a kind of fat face.
Oh, yes. Rotundo.
Allegedly pretended to be a researcher conducting a breast perception study to gauge the public perception of different breast types, including using the
He was doing a public service. What happened? Why did you
This is very intelligently put
using
together.
He was a Google employee.
This sounds super legitimate.
You have to solve crazy equations. You got to solve.
Right.
Yeah, no, you have to solve a crazy equation just to be eligible to be an employee for Google. So the guy had to be, he's not moral, but he's smart.
Right.
Not smart enough. Sorry about your luck, Chuck.
Using the email address breastperceptionstudy@gmail.com. Police. So
come on.
So if you want to know your breasts.
But I mean, what else would your email be if you work at Google? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Police say he promised as much as $8,500 for photos of their breasts for use in the study.
I'm sorry, bitches are dumb. I mean, does he really need to get...
Is that news or anything?
But does he need to get the FBI called on him for that? Now, this is it sounds to me like a very smart, well thought out plan, executed perfectly
for a while.
Where did he go wrong? The check's just not clear, right? Money didn't show up.
Money didn't show up.
Let's see. Threats came in pouring into one of the victims' inboxes from another address. Rotundo allegedly demanded a series of pictures and videos by a certain deadline, and I expect the rest by Wednesday night. So he got greedy.
Wait, you said I expect the rest.
Yeah.
Are you Rotundo?
No. That's just what it says.
Taco Rotundo.
Taco Rotundo. Taco Rotundo. Taco Rotundo. That's your fucking new name, dude. That's great. Speaking of superheroes, Rotundo sounds like...
I was thinking of Mike Rotundo.
Mike Rotundo.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. IRS himself.
But that sounds like a great name for a fucking fat superhero.
Rotundo.
That's my superhero name. Able to eat 5 pizzas in a single bite.
So the guy just basically got greedy. He found this girl who he just apparently couldn't get enough of them titties.
Oh, man. Doesn't he have Google? Can you, Google satellite Earth into her window and watch her fuck?
That's not exactly how that works.
I mean, but that's Google, man. Google can do whatever they want.
Yeah,
Google this, Skynet.
To a degree, they can do whatever they want. You know what? Let's get into some more music. We'll be right back after these couple of songs, man.
Smoke some more weed.
I've been avoiding writing this song for a while now. But now it's time to face it.
I never let you down. Every time you come around, let you know nobody do it better. We're together forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I never ever let you down. Every time you come around, I'm making sure to put it down.
I know what happened, I know why you would leave me. I know why this disaster had to lash out and defeat me. It's not easy for me and it's probably hard for you too. But I'm dying inside every time I think of how we used to discuss the love and marriage and our future baby names. I wanted to get married, start a family, change my lane. I fell into a cycle where apathy and the grasp I had was suffocating, gasping to catch a breath, but I can't. I never wanted to let you down, I started to drown. I got fired from my job and you busy making me proud. It was shameful, it hurt me that I couldn't help you out while you were struggling and shit. It's something I struggle with. I honestly believe that you were all that ever was. I fucked it up and now I'm looking back, the door's already shut. I learned a hard lesson, giving thanks with every part of me. It's hard for me, but honestly I give you my apologies, I'm sorry.
I never let you down. Every time you come around, let you know nobody do it better. We're together forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I never ever let you down. Every time you come around, I'm making sure to put it down.
I can never have the nerve to ask you to take me back. I genuinely agree that you deserve better than me. It's hard to find the words to describe the way I'm feeling now that I'm finally being honest and trying to make it work. I'm not asking for forgiveness, I'm just trying to explain. I know you gave the world when there was nothing you could gain, and now the rest of my life, nothing will be the same. I'll heal eventually, but now my outlook has changed. I know that you aren't perfect, but you're better than I am, so I mean it when I say I hope you find a better man. I wish that I could change it and have been a better friend, but it's finally time that all the reality's setting in. I honestly believe that you were all there ever was. I fucked it up and now I'm looking back, the door's already shut. I learned a hard lesson, giving thanks with every part of me. It's hard for me, but honestly I give you my apologies, I'm sorry.
I never let you down. Every time you come around, let you know nobody do it better. We're together forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I never ever let you down. Every time you come around, I'm making sure to put it down.
You and me, we're supposed to be together, right? And now I feel like this forever, right? And now I'll deal with this forever till I'm breaking down in sad love songs are all I'll ever write. And I hate that I was never right. I'm all that's left because I told you I was never right. I don't say it with a bit of spite, I express it cause the feeling bites. I'm soaking in self-loathing and holding on to pity, clinging to it like I do when I'm representing my city. I never even realized what I had until you left me, and it's sad it took me that long for it to finally hit me. I honestly believe that you were all there ever was. I fucked it up and now I'm looking back, the door's already shut. I learned a hard lesson, giving thanks with every part of me. It's hard for me, but honestly I give you my apologies, I'm sorry.
I never let you down. Every time you come around, let you know nobody do it better. We're together forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, ever. I never ever let you down. Every time you come around, I'm making sure to put it down.
I give you my apologies, I'm sorry.
and some insanity. Help me, heavy pressures in my soul collapsing, getting hard to breathe. Poverty got me breaking down sometimes, don't know how I cope. Knees bloody, asking God, give me strength to find that hope. Necessary avenues we all must travel in our life. But damn, I'm jumping hurdles, feeling 50 feet high at times. Trying to keep that right path, but feel my lanes are swerving. Gossip wondering why I'm suffering all these mixed emotions. Every day a challenge, everyone relying on me. I'm smiling on the outside, but I'm dying in reality. They say I'm invincible, but swear it's my devotion. Mindset on a better life, and that's what keeps me coping. Pressures of the world on my shoulders, can I handle it? Am I superhuman? Cause it's struggle that I'm conquering. I know I'm only human, but I was built for this fight. Just a little lost and need help back to the light. If all is black and white, I will survive. Take away the darkness, get me to the light. I throw my hands up, I wanna feel alive. Keep a key around my neck, tucked in my shirt, cause I never trust. The clouds start building, the roaring thunder scares my ears. Looking at the calendar, the days, the months, the weeks, and years. The grass looks greener, and my smoke don't smoke like your smoke. The world looks meaner, trying to throw the clutch down cause I'm about to choke. But my mama said pray, now you don't need no money, with God you never broke. I need a sunny day somehow so I can sing this song, no for no. The story of my life, I know I'm doing right. Survive. I need a little guidance to get me to the light. Story of my life, I know I'm doing right. Please take away the darkness and guide me to the light. I'm made for this fight. I will survive. I need a little guidance to get me to the light. Story of my life, I know I'm doing right. Please take away the darkness and guide me to the light. I'm made for this fight. I will survive. Even through the darkness, I know the sun will shine again. So when I'm at my lowest point, I just hit my knees and I pray. My life.
Woo.
Are you Italian?
I'm Italian. I ain't buying no CDs. Fuck you! If you can hear this, the guy that said that to me at the gathering 6 years ago, I still haven't lived it down. That's some bullshit.
We don't let.
Are you from China? Because I'm trying to put my dick in your mouth.
But we should talk about that.
Fuck. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm gonna run into that guy one day. I'm not even gonna remember who am I gonna lie to.
Right.
I'm just gonna start saying that to everybody now. Everybody's suspect. You might be that guy.
I am that guy. Without a shadow of a doubt, that is me.
Oh man. No, it was fucked up.
It
We
was
were
awesome.
we were walking. You tell the story.
You tell the story.
Before we're back. Before we tell the story, we're back.
So we're walking around the gathering. Yeah, fuck your format. We're walking around the gathering. We're selling shit. We're selling T-shirts and CDs. And I'm like, you want to buy a CD? And the guy's like, are you Italian? And I happen to be Italian. So I'm like, yes, I am. And he's like, well, I'm Italian. I ain't buying no CDs. Like, fuck. And everybody's there watching me. Like, I got to say something clever back. And I was just like, fuck you, man. And walked off. I wasted the moment. And I've never lived it down.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm not going to say I'm not Italian. I'm Italian. You have to say, if somebody asks you, say, yes, I am.
He thought he had a sales.
Yeah, I'm like,
he thought he had a sales.
yeah.
He's like, you Italian? You Italian? I am Italian. I'm Italian. You are. And the CD in his face and everything. I'm Italian. You aren't buying that CD.
How many people saw that? I want to know how many people saw this.
I wish we had got that on camera.
Maybe a couple dozen.
That's great.
Realistically, but I still haven't lived it down.
Yeah.
More cities are making it illegal to hand out food to the homeless.
I shit my pants on stage, and we don't even talk about that. But I still get brought up about being Italian. What'd you say?
More cities are making it illegal to hand out food to the homeless. For some reason, I saw because if you've seen the last week, we have those nice little bars that come under. So every time I say it, I imagine that bar is coming under. So that just came twice. I'm gonna say it a third time.
You came twice.
You came twice.
No, the
That's
banner
pretty
came,
impressive.
The banner came twice.
I'm jealous. I haven't even got off yet, bro.
More cities are making it illegal to hand out food to the homeless.
So what happens with trick or treating?
That's a good question.
What if it's just a really convincing hobo costume?
Yeah, but they're trying to make it to where the way they're saying it is like this kind of like not in my backyard kind of politics, where they're like, if you don't feed them, they're either going to get incentive to get food and get a job,
or they're going to die.
Gonna leave.
How do you get a job without an address? That whole law is just ass backwards, and in my eyes, very uncompassionate to other human beings. So fuck them.
Yeah. There it says commissioners passed a measure in Lauderdale, Florida, that will require feeding sites to be more than 500 feet away from each other, with only one allowed per city block. They'll also have to be at least 500 feet from residential properties.
Now, is feeding the homeless becoming like fucking McDonald's, where there's one on every corner? I don't.
But even here, a lot of those kitchens and places are blocked, and they're all in one block.
Gotcha.
Like 1, 2, 3, unless you're going up like.
So they should all just form one umbrella company,
right?
And say that this is our compound, and they keep their whatever they get, their nonprofit, all of it separate. Just make it all under the umbrella of like we give a shit.
Yeah. No, this is coming fairly popular. 21 cities have passed measures.
It's because they look at them as an eyesore instead of humans.
Yeah. Bringing down the damn
podcast.
Well, you can't sweep them. You can't sweep them under the rug. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go there. What the fuck? You put the compound in the desert. You think a bunch of homeless people are going to make it over there? You know, it's not going to get rid of the problem.
Right. No, it's not. And what are you doing? I mean, okay, so they're not around residential areas. They're not allowed. Let's say you don't get any food that day. What are you supposed to do?
Right.
Start fucking shoplifting and shit.
I just read something that said that we have enough abandoned houses
here
in the United States
to
give every homeless person a house and still have homes left over.
That's true.
That's fucking asinine to think that actually is true. That you could give a house to every fucking... And think about how many of those are families. You know what I mean? That would benefit. Think about how many families...
Lives would be changed.
Saved.
Yeah.
No, I mean, they would never, I don't see them ever taking up any kind of initiative. Because if they haven't done fucking shit measures on the border that makes everybody happy... And they're never going to tackle the homeless situation. And there's people that are homeless that need medications.
That's a major part of that. I actually learned that in psychology this last semester. America has the largest mental disorder rate in the civilized world. 3 out of 5 Americans are supposed to be undiagnosed with a mental disorder. About 60% of those people self-medicate, which would be hardcore drug use. And almost 70% of that population makes up our homeless population. So these are just people with mental disorders.
Right.
If we could somehow tackle that problem, it would
could be, useful to society.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I have friends that they don't take their medicine, are fucking bonkers, off the wall, doing nothing productive, can't do shit. Give them their pill. If they take their pill every day, they can be at work, working, having a job, being productive. For not just society, but for themselves.
Yeah.
Period.
But that's why they can't do the housing thing right now. They would have to, in order to do that, they would have to go through a huge screening process to figure out who needs, medicated help and treatment, and who would be okay to go in the house. Otherwise, you're burning down whole fucking
that wouldn't want to let nothing
neighborhoods.
like that happen.
Of course not.
Yeah. But even if they did, you would still have to go through a process of or else you just wind up accidentally burning down whole neighborhoods. Because you're just letting fucking crazy people just...
Sure. But I mean, it's not like you would just fucking go and hand a homeless person a set of keys and be like, here's the keys to your house.
Yeah.
Of course, checks and balances. But there's plenty of people out there that are,
willing.
No, there's decent
willing to
people.
do shit,
Definitely.
and they
It's
can't.
just kind of bad
No,
way.
absolutely.
And it's
Kind of bad.
studies show that if you give someone something as simple as a roof over their head, running water, and electricity, they'll do better for themselves.
Yeah.
If you give them those things, they will better themselves a majority of the time.
Well, it's always the rotten apples in the bunch that make it.
Fucking up for
Don't
everyone.
we know it? Don't we know it? Juggalos and homeless people. We're not. That
It's
far.
any group of people, man. Any group of people have like it's something I've always said is like 10% of the population ruins 90% of the reputation. In any kind of group.
Oh, absolutely true.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's made up of people, and we're all imperfect as it is. So anything
Right.
that we create is fucked up, anyways.
Yeah, yeah. This is the High Times Metaphysical fucking Arizona Juggalos podcast. It's still out. I mean, when we watch this footage later, we're gonna figure out whether it was good or bad.
Like, why were you guys moving so slow? Slow? I thought I was moving fast.
I saw Naked Indian the whole time. Why is he not on the video?
No, that's just Malachi with no pants on.
Wow.
Upstairs.
Oh, I
Put some
shouldn't do
pants
that.
on, kid. All right, so that show, Honey Boo Boo. You know about that show?
Jesus Christ.
People really like that show. I don't know why.
Because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the same reason anybody watches anybody do dumb shit. Thank God that isn't me.
Well, apparently the cast has gotten too real for reality TV because you expect them to. That's the whole point of that show is to watch them continually stumble and be stupid.
Honey Boo Boo
and
get
make-
pregnant?
Oh no.
No, her mom got caught giving head to somebody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A child molester can
Oh,
make the child
fuck.
molester.
Woo! Was
Yeah.
she just prepping him?
So they canceled the show.
Oh, God, she's fluffing.
No, here's
Good
what's
for-
weird.
good for
No,
them.
That's horrible.
since deciding to put this on the podcast, it's been revealed that the oldest daughter was the victim of the dude.
Oh, so it's that
Yeah.
close?
Yeah.
Dude, well, obviously
What a
she's fucked up. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that you would first put your kid into pageants in the first place and act like
it's
they
pretty
do
Yes.
simplistic.
is-
Yes.
denotes
That should
a
be signs of like
mental
something's wrong.
instability.
Yeah.
And then
That should not be celebrated ever, not once.
you get a TV show for
And
it.
then you get 2 TV shows for it.
I thought they just had the one.
Showcasing
No,
America
yeah.
at its most retarded.
Yeah.
But that's the shitty thing is, and I said the same thing when we elected President Bush. It is a clear indicator of the common consensus or a snapshot of the American public.
That's everybody. Everybody got skeletons doing
June has
something
been
wrong.
secretly dating Mark McDaniel.
You go on fame, they gonna catch you.
Oh, definitely.
He got out of
Make
prison
me
in
to break
March
you.
Right?
after serving 10 years for forcing oral sex on an 8-year-old.
Now I read that she didn't. That she said she's not dating this guy. And had
Yeah,
nothing to
but
do with
they-
him. Now they've determined that that's not the case.
It's
Fuck
totally,
that.
she's totally dating him.
And then she man.
And then the victim is her oldest daughter.
So the victim from 10 years ago was her oldest daughter?
Yeah.
So she knew the dude 10 years ago.
Yeah.
How fucked up is that? So like did the dude come out of prison and she left the guy that
Yeah,
she was
in
with?
March. Came out of prison in March.
Wow.
The guy should be taken out back and
Definitely. We have no love for those
Fed
people.
the sharpest pain.
Given the racist kill.
Well, I mean, there's obviously no rehabilitation for this guy.
what do you say for the fucking mom, man?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
God damn,
You're going to bring that back around?
It's so crazy.
Unacceptable.
Yeah. But on the other side of that, which I don't know, it's kind of the same thing, but have you heard about this chick, the Megan Mahoney, the gym teacher?
The hot one?
Yeah. That got 30 counts of statutory rape.
With one kid?
I think it was multiple kids.
Sounds like it was multiple kids.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into the details of it, but
Megan Mahoney,
as a
24.
very lucky kids.
Listen, this is what I'm going to say because it is a double-edged
The
sword.
same 16-year-old student.
It is a
Definitely.
double-edged sword, but
Hey, when you were 16 years old,
I was
and if
fucking
a
one of my
teacher-
teachers. No, this is what I'm about to say. As a kid who fucked one of his teachers in junior high, won't say which one, won't bring it up, but as that being a situation, I can understand how that can happen.
You did it. You enjoyed yourself.
I did. I don't regret it. I don't feel like
you thought you were.
I don't feel like it made me a worse person.
Not saying that it's right. Just
exactly.
It's what it was.
That's where it's hard.
When you're young, that's how you feel, right?
Well, I mean, I think it's expected of a young, impressionable, horny teenage boy to want to bang out his teacher. I think the issue here is the teacher violating the trust that's given to her as a public position to train these kids. You're supposed to be the most upright role model that they have because they spend more time with you. I'd bang her the fuck out.
Boom, and that's the problem.
See what I'm saying?
And that's the problem. Do you know that a lot of the teachers too are now younger and younger?
No, I get that, but what's her fucking problem? You fucked a 16-year-old boy. Like that's, I don't know. I mean, he's a man, I guess, maybe in certain respects, but he's not.
It's a mental thing. I think they not that they crazy as much as there's something that they get over
control.
You know,
it's all about control. That's all those acts ever are about.
But I mean,
it's never really about
control.
What
kind of control is the kid? Because the kid, you know, especially the kids, like, fuck, right the fuck up.
Well, it's. I would imagine that it has to do with the idea that I can seduce this, corrupt the innocent, seduce this, innocent person.
I'll make his first time his #1 fantasy type bullshit.
Yeah, like I could imagine all of that.
She was fucking hot though. I'm not even mad at that. That's the fucked up part. That's fucked up, right?
It is. That's the double-edged.
Here's another.
That's what the dimension about the whole.
No, I want to call that child molest. Not really, because he's. Yes, but no. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a super youngster. It was, but if this was a boy, this was a male teacher doing this to a 16-year-old girl, he definitely would be called a molester. Nobody would be all right with it.
Right?
But it's a hot chick, so us fucking dudes are like,
Right? How fucked up is that?
I think it was a week and a half previous to this story coming out.
Right.
There was a story about 2 other teachers having a threesome with another male student.
See,
and they weren't terrible. One was average, one was cuter than average. This chick, like, you should see her in a dress.
No, she's hot right there. I'm gonna go probably jerk off to her picture when we're done with this fucking show.
Absolutely.
But like, I mean, shit like this didn't exist once upon a time. Like,
or did it? And did people
I want to say no. You never heard about it.
That's the thing.
No, you didn't hear about the shit.
You know what it is? You didn't hear about it. Look at the internet. Look at the.
So has it always been like this?
Cameras
everywhere. Has it always been this?
I've always said it has, and that our rate of information.
I mean, people are leaving their kids in the car for like 3 hours when it's 120 degrees outside. Killing their kids. Honey Boo Boo's mom sucked the fucking dick of some dude that molested her daughter. I mean, you got this shit. Like,
we had Springer in the 90s. I mean, here's the thing. I think it's always been like that, and the rate of information has changed.
Right.
Everybody got the camera on their phone.
It's a 24-hour news feed that's non-stop, and it's not even just the media anymore. We're all a part of it.
It's what everybody's doing.
They're doing this podcast for the very fucking same thing.
I have a press pass, by the way.
Where's my press pass, Taco?
I don't know.
Slipping. See Taco Rotundo over here.
It's in the fucking mail.
Taco Rotundo! Oh, yes.
Something that made me happy. Some guy. Okay, so you remember the big deal? A guy. No, this guy made. Hey,
some guy made taco. Y'all heard it.
Hey, I'll happily say he did. I was about to break and say, do you remember the big deal they made about Oklahoma having the 10 Commandments on their, like...
I remember when that happened at the courthouse.
Some dude fucking drove up and fucking crashed into it, broke it into 3 pieces. Wow. They found out who did it, and what's crazy about it is...
Did they give him a medal?
No, this is... Okay, but I enjoy it from the side of...
Technical difficulties. We're back.
Kids.
Testicle difficulties.
Testicle difficulties. Silence!
Man told authorities he smashed his car into a 10 Commandments monument at the state capitol, breaking it into pieces because Satan told him to do it.
Woo! Hail Satan.
But from an atheist perspective, it's great because, like, I don't think any of that shit should be on. None of that religious shit should be on there. But like, it's just funny that the universe kind of tends to balance itself
in these nice ways.
In spite of me and my atheistic tendencies, I can't deny the fact that the universe tends to balance itself out.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Now they'll rearrange this and it'll just happen again. But you should watch the video on that link, and they're all like, "Oh, it's a terrible tragedy that it's a terrible tragedy that this got knocked down and no." I'm like, no, it's not. It's fucking fantastic.
No, it's a terrible tragedy that this is the last season of Sons of Anarchy.
That's horrible.
That's a fucking inevitability. What happened in Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Eventually, somebody. It's the same as Westboro Baptist Church picketing soldiers' funerals. Somebody's going to get pissed off about it. Somebody's not going to like what's going on, and they're going to do something about it. I don't respect, condone, back up the Westboro Baptist Church, but it's the same thing. They got upset about the world that they saw based on the book that they believe, and went out and did something about it.
You ever watch Red State?
Yeah.
Fucking great movie.
But, so this guy got possessed by the devil. The devil doesn't want to see the Ten Commandments. I get it. I understand. The devil makes his home in Oklahoma, then you're just going to have to deal with the fact that he's not going to let the Ten Commandments, because he will jump into anybody he wants.
Nah, it's psychosis telling him to do it.
He said it was the devil, though.
Of course he said it.
Do you know this man to call him a liar?
Maybe he was
following the Ten Commandments. And
that sounded good.
Lie.
Well, the devil should have told him how to get away with it.
Yeah, because he turned himself in.
So, fuck.
Yeah, who told him to do that? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say.
So, Archangel Michael.
I'll kill you. Have you ever watched Red State?
I've caught some of it, yeah.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. Pretty much about like when that kind of thing goes wrong. And I really do expect that at one point that Westboro Baptist Church thing will degrade into something like Red State. Like maybe years down the line.
But not before I fucking impregnate one of those daughters.
Really?
Something we all have to know.
Just to say that I did. They're all ugly as sin.
Here I come.
The ignorance isn't going anywhere. In fact, it's just going to increase and get worse.
Because everybody's got a camera.
I think it's funny. Let a douchebag be a douchebag. Keep the cameras on Kanye. It's entertaining. You fucking douche.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll sign your label, though.
Holler.
To accommodate the increasing number of overweight drivers, Humanetics are developing an obese crash test dummy.
Where do I sign up? And how much does it pay?
One prototype has already been produced that weighs 273 pounds with a body mass index of 35, which is pretty serious.
It's overweight?
Yeah.
That's real shit, because they need to make sure how them big boys be moving when they
It says obese people are 78% more likely to die in a crash.
Because they can know how to bounce you around in there.
I heard the opposite. I heard if you're fat, I've been working on this for a long time because I don't like driving. So I just want to stay safe when we're in the vehicles. I read that it's the cushioning.
Nope, you better skinny up.
Oh, man, fuck.
Yeah, no, the analytics also revealed...
Could you guys try to Michael Jackson me to death just for a couple of months?
One of us?
Just a couple of months? Just try to Michael Jackson me to death for a couple of months.
Yeah, so they have these, like... Because these guys, the Humanetics guys, they make the most technologically advanced crash test dummies. It's got, like... You get so much information from these things. It's insane.
Dick and balls?
No, but I mean...
How advanced are they then?
I mean, I don't know. I guess they do shit. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Like,
do the female ones come with a fupa?
Should we send them an email and see how...
Let's ask them. Do your female fat crash test dummies have a fupa? That's fat upper pussy area for those of you that don't know. I'm curious because they say technologically
It's a fair question, and it should be answered.
Yeah, no, we'll send an email.
Next time.
And if we get a response, we'll let you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're here for you.
You know what needs to be answered? It's the growling in this stomach.
Yeah, we're almost done. If you guys have any questions or comments, anything like that, please email them to azjuggalos@gmail.com.
Make a video of it.
Make a video of it. Yeah,
We'll put it on the podcast.
Yeah, hell yeah, we will. That'd be awesome. So, Pothead Podcast success or failure? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the afterwards. This has been the Arizona Juggalos podcast. I have Taco Tested.
No, Taco Rotundo.
Rotundo.
I'm Taco
Rotundo. Taco Rotundo.
For Jelly Bags, Dynasty, Spooky Z, we're out.
Peace.
Listen to these 2 tracks and then get the fuck out of here.
Yo, now they telling me my brain is off. I've had a fucked up life, so I pay the cost. Telling me I'm bad, telling me I'm sick, so I learn to bust like a loaded Glock with the safety off. Cause I'm a bad mother, whoa. When I'm rapping, you know that I match with the syllable killers and get it cracking at the level of every other rapper that's in the game. You can tell him the Snakey isn't insane with the flow. Wait a minute. You don't even know my name yet. Spit it so hard, the 808 will hit and break necks. Crushing everything that I touch and come up a game. That's what give me the recognition, so now I gotta come take it. Better hurry and place bets. I murder every bar on a beat, and I bring it harder than lame artists who gotta deal with no talent. I've had it, a rabbit, a planet to damage you maggots. Yo, how lame can the game get?
It seems like they don't want me to blow. Like somebody's spending their money so I can't explode. If I get my shot, I'ma let the whole world know. Ain't too many people out there on the motherfucking level, no.
All I wanna do is scream on the beat with the speakers loud as hell. All I wanna do is drop some heat, get the whole world loud as hell. You can all hate me, and still do me, and it ain't that hard to tell that I live my life and I don't give a fuck. Y'all should know that. What I wanna do, what I wanna do. Wanna get a deal and get out of Kalamazoo. I've been living by the rules and it ain't done shit. Doing side jobs and it ain't got rent. When I talk about respect, people ain't got that. Any chance to get, they wanna stab you in the back. So I just put on the headphones, rolling up a blunt to a beat, time to get blown. How you like me now? Every one of you motherfuckers should pipe it down. Make me wanna run up on you with a mic and pow. Hit me up if you really wanna come fight it out. I'll unload on them. Oh, got them an animal to the devil when I have my soul. So when I'm on a fucked up journey with a whole lot of bullshit in the mix. Fuck yo drama. I know I'm bad on the mic, smashing it right in my pen on fire. Fuck a match when I write, I drop napalm on them. All I wanna do is drop flames on them. And I'm a killer with syllable felonies when I murder beats like a goddamn beast. With a beat, have a goddamn feast. Tracks harder than anything on the streets. Fuck a record contract when you can't even compete with a real MC.
It seems like they don't want me to blow. Like somebody's spending their money so I can't explode. If I get my shot, I'ma let the whole world know. Ain't too many people out there on the motherfucking level, no.
All I wanna do is scream on the beat with the speakers loud as hell. All I wanna do is drop some heat, get the whole world loud as hell. You can all hate me and still do me, and it ain't that hard to tell that I live my life and I don't give a fuck. All of y'all should know that there.
Fuck you haters,
fuck you haters.
Y'all already know.
Fuck you haters,
fuck you haters.
Y'all already know.
Yo, that's Snakey, McVay, and I'm Blazie-D. When we roll up, yo, you can smell the stench. Looking too fly so high, you ain't with the motherfucker, you gon' get lynched. You ain't down with us, you can gut yourself. Need help, just ask me. Fuck a better night, I lay the rest in the coffin, cause I'm ready for death, somebody blast me. Me and God know each other well, but still I'm a straight. Somehow been that way and every day. I'm here feeling dead as can be, and nothing anymore really means anything to me. I don't cut myself, but the thought of my blood rushing out of my body sounds so sweet. Lately I've been feeling like a zombie. Daddy and mommy can't get me to eat, but when I grab the microphone, if I ride a hum, and for some money, motherfucker, I go ride a humps. But for some pussy, motherfucker, I go ride on my phone. And once you show up to my home, I'll be sleeping like 99 homes.
It seems like they don't want me to blow. Like somebody's spending their money so I can't explode. If I get my shot, I'ma let the whole world know. Ain't too many people out there on the motherfucking level, no.
All I wanna do is scream on the beat with the speakers loud as hell. All I wanna do is drop some heat, get the whole world loud as hell. You can all hate me, and still do me, and it ain't that hard to tell that I live my life and I don't give a fuck. All of y'all should know that
cemetery time. Psychopathic young bees here to fucking kill, and the crew's here to rise. We black and panties and lay 'em over your eyes. Spirits start to descend, moving real quick, but I always know I'm gonna catch it. Darkest of the dark, I'm a killer at heart. Feasting on the blood, so my heart will never stop. You can hear it thump every time I hatch your chops. Next losing blood and the bodies always drop. My heart has just begun, but the killings never stop. Nooses I've been hanging, murder's what I'm bringing. Ouija boards are shifting, slightly elevating. Spirits that I'm taking, purgatory placing. Homicidal crazing, flames always blazing.
Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Up and down my spine I get the chills every time the blood spills. Each and every kill gives me more thrills. I don't understand it but still, every time I do it I leave the body buried at the top of a hill. Blazed up until I'm chillin', contemplate on my next killer. Show my steel blades but they nag, bent against the wall. And the doctors try to tell me to take all these pills so they can stop all these bad voices I hear, but they can stop these psycho thoughts that have been deep inside of me from the very start. And if you didn't know, I'm a killer at heart, and I'm roaming through the dark where the vengeance of bloodthirst. So who's gonna be the lucky one to die first? Consequences never ever come to my mind state, and at the bottom of a lake is where they deteriorate. Now your soul's forever to burn in eternal flames. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start.
I'm getting to the point again where I feel like I'm gonna break. I feel it burning in my soul and it makes me wanna shake and pop another Xanax. Calm all the panic and havoc of all these voices that wanna make you disappear just like magic. Can you imagine it? Hacking it, stacking it up in a pile, telling the cops you had nothing to do. They're backing it up with a smile while the body is rotting and oddly misshapen, mangled in the walls of my halls where there was no escape. And I'm facing life decisions as I make my knife, make incisions and out of your throat with such seamless precision. I'm division in your limbs as I multiply your wounds. I'm losing it all reason in the light of the moons. I'm the kind of killer dark can bear the body at the park. I'm the darkest of the dark, a true killer with no heart. I'll impart in the party of life where it stops to fuck your wife right on top of your great plot non-stop. I'm a killer at heart.
Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start. Roaming through the dark and we're killers at heart. Don't fuck with us cause we've been psycho from the start.
Arizona Juggalos podcast.